What if I told you that the reason your energy, your sleep, and even your firmness in the morning have all faded isn't your age at all? What if, after all these years, it came down to one single vitamin your body is starving for, and taking it tonight could bring everything back? I've seen men in their 60s and 70s regain their strength, their confidence, and their passion, all from one simple nightly ritual. So if you think you're too old to feel young again, stay with me, because what you're about to learn may surprise you. I'm Dr. Mohit Khera, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping older men rebuild their vitality, their testosterone, and their quality of life naturally. I've spent decades studying how the male body changes with age, and more importantly, how it can still recover when given the right support. Here's the strange paradox. Most men over 60 are taking multiple medications, exercising, and eating healthy, yet they still feel exhausted, sleepless, and powerless. The truth is, the very thing they're missing isn't found in energy drinks or expensive pills. It's one simple nutrient your body must have to rebuild testosterone and restore deep, healing sleep. Take this one vitamin before bed, and you give your body permission to heal. From the inside out. Your energy rises, your mind clears, and yes, your manhood comes back to life, naturally. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal what this vitamin is, when to take it, and why it could completely transform how you feel by tomorrow morning. Stay with me. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss another men's health tip designed to help you feel stronger, sleep deeper, and perform better at any age. And if you're ready to start tonight, type 1 in the comments. If you'd like me to improve future videos, type 0 and tell me what you'd like to learn next. Now, let's talk about what's really happening inside your body after 60. Because before you can fix the problem, you need to understand the true reason why your energy, sleep, and morning vitality started to fade. And why it's not your age, but a silent deficiency stealing your strength every night. 1. The real reason you feel weak and restless. When I sit across from my patients, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, they often look at me with the same tired eyes and say, "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore." They talk about how they wake up exhausted, how their energy disappears halfway through the day, how their once dependable morning firmness is now unpredictable or gone altogether. And almost every one of them thinks it's simply old age. But the truth, my friend, is far more revealing. And much more hopeful. After 40, a man's body begins to change quietly. Testosterone, the hormone that fuels your vitality, confidence, and sexual performance, starts to decline by about 1 to 2% each year. By 60, you may have lost nearly half of what you had in your prime. But what I've discovered after decades in men's health is this. Low testosterone isn't the root cause of the problem, it's a symptom. The real issue starts deeper, within the body's ability to rest, repair, and rebuild each night while you sleep. You see, during deep sleep, the kind of sleep you might barely remember having, your body produces the hormones that control your strength, recovery, and sexual drive. It's in those quiet hours that your muscles heal, your brain clears toxins, and your testicles receive the signal to produce testosterone. But as men age, those deep sleep stages become shorter and lighter. You toss and turn, wake up to use the bathroom, or stare at the ceiling, unable to fall back asleep. Each night, your body loses another opportunity to restore itself. And that's when the spiral begins. Poor sleep reduces testosterone. Low testosterone further weakens your sleep. The next day, you feel drained, unfocused, and less confident in every area of life. Over time, this cycle chips away at your energy, your mood, and your manhood, until you begin to believe this is just what aging feels like. But it's not. I've seen men break this cycle completely and regain what they thought was gone forever. Because the problem isn't your age, it's that your body is missing one critical nutrient it needs to enter that deep, restorative state every night. When you replace it, everything changes. Your energy, your drive, your sleep, and even your morning confidence. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you next. 2. The hidden nutrient deficiency behind it all. I'll never forget one of my patients, a 67-year-old man named Robert. He came into my office frustrated and tired. He tried testosterone gels, vitamins, even energy boosters, but nothing seemed to work. "Doc," he said, "I'm doing everything right. Eating clean, walking every morning, cutting back on alcohol, but I still feel drained. What's wrong with me?" I remember looking at him and saying, "Robert, it's not what you're doing wrong. It's what your body's missing." That missing piece, for Robert and for millions of men his age, is magnesium. It's not a trendy supplement or a new discovery. It's one of the most essential minerals your body depends on for over 300 functions, from regulating blood pressure and muscle contractions to producing energy and hormones. Yet, nearly 75% of men over 50 are deficient. And the symptoms? They mimic aging itself. Low energy, restless sleep, poor circulation, and yes, weaker erections. Why are we all running so low on something so basic? Because modern life depletes it faster than we can replace it. The soil that once grew magnesium-rich food is now stripped bare. Medications like acid reflux pills, blood pressure drugs, and diuretics drain it from your system. And constant stress, the kind every older man knows too well, burns through what little magnesium you have left. So even when you think you're eating well or taking a multivitamin, your body is quietly starving for this mineral every single night. Without enough magnesium, your body can't relax. Your muscles stay tight, your mind stays restless, and your blood vessels narrow, cutting off the smooth circulation that keeps your heart strong and your manhood alive. You go to bed tired but wake up feeling the same or worse because your body never truly rests. Over time, this deficiency creates the illusion of aging, when in truth, it's simply your body trying to function without one of its most vital building blocks. When I corrected Robert's magnesium levels, something incredible happened. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping deeper. Within a month, his energy returned. By the second month, he smiled and said, "Doc, I wake up ready again." And I've seen that story repeat itself countless times. The question is, how does magnesium repair all this? What's happening inside your body that makes this one mineral so powerful? Let's uncover that next. 3. The hormone-sleep connection. Few understand. When I talk to my patients about testosterone, most of them think it's something their body produces during the day, when they're awake, active, and moving around. But here's what most men never realize. The real magic doesn't happen when the sun is up. It happens when you're asleep, in the quiet darkness of night, when your body enters deep, restorative sleep. That's when your brain releases a powerful signal, a hormone called luteinizing hormone, that tells your testicles to start making testosterone. But if you're not sleeping deeply, that signal never gets sent. I remember one of my longtime patients, Frank, a 72-year-old retired teacher. He told me, "Doc, I fall asleep easily, but I wake up every couple of hours. I can't remember the last time I had a full night's sleep or woke up feeling strong." I told him what I'll tell you now. Every night you lose deep sleep, you lose your body's opportunity to rebuild its manhood from the inside out. Deep sleep is when your testosterone is made, your blood vessels repair, and your nervous system resets. Without it, your energy drains away, your muscles weaken, and your mood drops, even if you're doing everything else right. Magnesium is the key that unlocks this process. It helps your brain activate GABA, the chemical messenger that quiets your thoughts and allows your body to sink into those deep sleep stages where testosterone is made. Without enough of it, your brain stays alert, your body stays tense, and your sleep stays shallow. Over time, that leads to more than just fatigue. It leads to hormonal collapse. You wake up feeling dull, unmotivated, and disconnected from your body. You might even start believing that this is what getting older means, but it's not. It's simply what happens when your sleep, and therefore your testosterone, are constantly disrupted. When men finally restore magnesium levels, they tell me the same thing. "Doc, for the first time in years, I actually slept." And with that sleep comes energy, focus, and a natural return of firmness in the morning. Because when your deep sleep returns, your hormones follow. But here's where most men still go wrong. They don't just need magnesium, they need the right kind, at the right time, in the right dose. And that's what I'll show you next. 4. The power of one vitamin, magnesium. I've seen men spend thousands of dollars chasing complicated solutions, testosterone shots, energy boosters, sleeping pills, all trying to fix what one simple vitamin could have done naturally. Magnesium isn't flashy. It's not marketed as a miracle cure. Yet time and again, I've watched it quietly rebuild a man's life from the inside out. When I first started studying its effects, I couldn't believe how powerful it was, until I saw the results with my own eyes. What makes magnesium so extraordinary is that it doesn't just target one area of your body. It restores balance across everything that makes you feel alive as a man. First, it boosts your free testosterone, the form your body actually uses, by lowering the protein that binds it up and keeps it inactive. That means more usable testosterone circulating through your system, improving your strength, drive, and recovery. Second, magnesium calms your nervous system by increasing GABA, the brain's natural relaxation chemical. When that happens, your mind finally quiets, your muscles release tension, and your body can slip into the deep, healing sleep it's been craving. Third, magnesium relaxes your blood vessels, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow freely, not just to your heart and muscles, but to every part of your body that depends on healthy circulation, including your most intimate areas. When these three effects work together, something remarkable happens. You start to feel different, not just physically, but emotionally. You wake up rested, your mind is sharper, your confidence returns, and that quiet spark of vitality you thought was gone suddenly comes back to life. I've seen men in their 70s tell me they feel like they've rewound the clock 20 years. They sleep deeply, wake up strong, and go through the day with a steady sense of power and calm. Magnesium doesn't just repair, it revives. It brings your body back into harmony, the way nature intended. But here's the catch. Not all magnesium is created equal, and most men are taking the wrong kind without realizing it. The difference between feeling nothing and transforming your health can come down to the type you choose. So before you rush out to grab a bottle, let me show you exactly which forms work, and which ones you should avoid at all costs. 5. The wrong verses. Right forms of magnesium. I've lost count of how many men have come to me saying, "Doc, I tried magnesium before, but it didn't do anything." Every time I hear that, I know exactly what happened. They went to the pharmacy, picked the cheapest bottle off the shelf, and assumed all magnesium was the same, but it's not. In fact, most forms you'll find in stores are nearly useless. They pass right through your system without being absorbed, leaving you wondering why nothing changed. The difference between failure and transformation lies in understanding what form of magnesium your body can actually use. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Alan, who had been struggling with restless nights and constant fatigue. He was taking magnesium oxide, the most common and cheapest form. The problem? Only about 4% of it gets absorbed, meaning 96% literally goes down the drain. Worse, it often causes diarrhea and stomach discomfort, making it impossible to take consistently. When I switched him to magnesium glycinate, everything changed. Within a week, he was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. His energy came back. He said, "Doc, I didn't realize one small change could make such a difference." Magnesium glycinate is one of the most absorbable forms and is gentle on your stomach. It's bound to glycine, an amino acid that promotes calmness and deeper sleep, making it perfect for men who want to rest well and wake up strong. Another remarkable form is magnesium threonate, sometimes written as magnesium 3-enate. It's the only form that crosses the blood-brain barrier, improving not just sleep but mental clarity and memory as well. It's more expensive, but many of my patients swear they've never felt sharper or more balanced. On the other hand, forms like magnesium citrate act as laxatives, and while they have their place for digestion, they'll keep you running to the bathroom all night. Not exactly what you want before bed. If your goal is better sleep, stronger performance, and restored vitality, stick with magnesium glycinate or threonate. Those are the ones that truly deliver results you can feel. Now that you know which forms actually work, The next question is timing, because taking the right magnesium at the wrong time can cancel out its benefits. Let's talk about the exact protocol I give my patients, including how much to take, when to take it, and what to avoid for the best results. 6. The doctor's protocol: timing, dose, and routine. Over the years, I've learned that success with magnesium doesn't just depend on what you take. It depends on when and how you take it. I've had countless patients who owned the right supplement but saw little to no improvement simply because they took it at the wrong time or in the wrong way. Timing and consistency are everything. When you take magnesium correctly, you're aligning it with your body's natural rhythm, the very hours it's designed to repair, restore, and produce testosterone. Let me tell you about Harold, a 70-year-old veteran who came to me struggling with insomnia and low energy. He had a cabinet full of supplements, but nothing worked. I told him to clear everything out except one, magnesium glycinate, and to take it every night, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. The key, I explained, was to let magnesium work while his body entered deep sleep, not during the day when stress and digestion could interfere. That night, he started with 200 milligrams, then slowly increased to 400 over the next week. By the second week, he said, "Doc, I slept like a rock, and I haven't done that in 20 years." This is exactly what I recommend to all my patients. Begin with 200 milligrams for the first few nights to allow your body to adjust. Then move up to 400 milligrams, and if your stomach tolerates it well, 500 is ideal for maximum benefits. Always take it with a small snack, something like a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese, to help absorption and prevent mild stomach upset. Avoid taking it with calcium-rich foods or milk, since calcium competes with magnesium and reduces its absorption. And above all, take it at the same time every night. Your body thrives on routine. When you provide magnesium at a consistent time, your system starts to anticipate it, strengthening your sleep cycle and hormone rhythm night after night. I often tell my patients, treat your magnesium the way you treat brushing your teeth, something you do every night, no matter what. Within weeks, this simple habit becomes second nature, and the results speak for themselves. Deeper sleep, stronger energy, and steady, natural vigor that lasts all day. But what truly excites most men is the transformation they begin to notice as the days turn into weeks, a timeline of renewal that's nothing short of remarkable. Let me walk you through exactly what that looks like next. 7. What to expect: the 30-day transformation timeline. Whenever I put a man on the magnesium protocol, I always tell him the same thing: don't judge it too early. The transformation happens quietly at first. Then, almost overnight, you realize something powerful has changed. The body takes time to rebuild what's been missing for years, but when it does, the results are undeniable. I've seen this pattern repeat itself with hundreds of men, and if you stay consistent, you'll see it too. In the first few nights, most men notice the small things: falling asleep a little faster, waking up less, and not feeling the same restless energy at 2 a.m. It's subtle but real. By the end of the first week, something begins to shift. You wake up with a clearer head, less grogginess, and a surprising feeling of refreshment. One of my patients, David, 68, told me, "Doc, I don't know what's happening, but I feel more alive when I wake up." That's your body starting to restore deep sleep and stabilize hormone rhythms again. By week 2, the difference becomes obvious. Energy levels rise, your focus sharpens, and your mood improves. You start feeling like the man you used to be: steady, confident, in control. This is also when many men experience the return of consistent morning firmness, something they haven't felt in years. That's not luck. That's your testosterone finally doing what it's meant to do. By week 4, the change is complete. Your deep sleep feels natural. You fall asleep easily and wake up strong, without an alarm or caffeine. The fog that once followed you through the day is gone. Your body feels lighter, your strength returns, and you begin to carry yourself differently, with quiet confidence and calm energy that others can see. The transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional. You remember what it feels like to wake up as a man again. But here's the truth I always remind my patients. stopping too soon resets everything. Magnesium builds results through consistency, not speed. Keep going, and your progress compounds week after week. And while magnesium alone can work wonders, there's a way to supercharge these results even further by combining it with two other key nutrients that work hand in hand with it. Let's talk about that next. 8. Advanced Synergy, the perfect nighttime trio. Once you've built a foundation with magnesium, the next step is to create what I call the nighttime synergy. This is where real optimization begins, combining nutrients that work together like gears in an engine, amplifying each other's effects. I've seen men who were already feeling better on magnesium alone take this next step and experience results they never thought possible: stronger energy, deeper sleep, and the kind of vigor they hadn't felt in decades. The secret lies in pairing magnesium with its two most powerful allies, zinc and vitamin D3. Let me explain why this combination works so beautifully. Magnesium sets the stage. It calms your nervous system, relaxes your muscles, and improves blood flow. But your body also needs zinc, a mineral that directly supports testosterone production at the cellular level. Without zinc, your testicles can't efficiently convert cholesterol into testosterone, which means even if your sleep improves, your hormone levels stay sluggish. When you take zinc and magnesium together, it's like flipping a switch that tells your body, it's time to rebuild. The two work in perfect harmony, enhancing each other's absorption and effect. Then comes vitamin D3, the morning partner that completes the equation. Think of vitamin D3 as the ignition key for testosterone and immune function. It helps your cells use magnesium properly, strengthens bones, boosts mood, and increases overall energy. But timing is crucial. You take magnesium and zinc before bed to support deep sleep and hormone recovery. And you take vitamin D3 in the morning with breakfast, when sunlight would naturally hit your skin. That rhythm, magnesium and zinc at night, vitamin D3 in the morning, mimics your body's natural hormonal cycle, bringing everything back into balance. I always remind my patients that no pill or nutrient can replace good habits. So alongside this trio, keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid alcohol before bed. It destroys deep sleep and drains magnesium from your body. When you align these simple steps, something profound happens. Your body starts functioning like it was designed to again. Men tell me they wake up feeling strong, clear-minded, and calm, with steady energy that lasts all day. And that's just the beginning, because as magnesium restores balance, it brings a cascade of other benefits most men never expect. Let's explore those next. 9. The deeper benefits you'll notice. One of the most rewarding parts of my work is hearing from men who have stayed consistent with this simple nighttime habit. They often call or write to tell me how different they feel, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. It's almost as if their entire body wakes up again after years of running on low power. And what's incredible is that the benefits go far beyond stronger sleep or improved performance. Once magnesium starts restoring balance, every system in your body begins to work better, smoother, and younger. The first change most men notice is in their blood pressure. Magnesium helps your arteries relax, allowing blood to flow freely and reducing the stress on your heart. Within weeks, many of my patients report that their blood pressure readings have improved naturally, even without major lifestyle changes. Then comes the calm, that sense of emotional steadiness that men often lose with age. Magnesium quiets the overactive stress response that keeps your body on edge. Suddenly, you're less irritable, less anxious, more patient. One of my patients, Jim, told me, "Doc, it feels like my mind finally stopped racing." That's the power of a nervous system in balance. Next, you'll feel it in your muscles and joints. Those painful nighttime cramps or restless legs that once stole your sleep begin to fade. Your recovery after physical activity improves, your body heals faster, and stiffness starts to ease. It's like your tissues are finally getting the oxygen and nutrients they've been missing. On a deeper level, your blood sugar stabilizes. Magnesium helps your body use insulin more effectively, protecting you from the fatigue and weight gain that so often creep in after 60. And perhaps the most profound change of all happens in your heart. Magnesium supports a healthy rhythm and reduces inflammation in your arteries, strengthening the foundation of your longevity. Many men describe this transformation as a quiet confidence, the feeling of being steady, strong, and centered again. It's not a surge of false energy or a quick fix. It's the natural rhythm of your body returning. You sleep well, wake rested, move easily, and think clearly. That's what real vitality feels like. But before you start, there are a few important medical precautions every man should know, especially if you take medications or have existing health conditions. Let's cover those next so you can do this safely and confidently. 10. Important precautions before you start. Before you begin your magnesium journey, there's something I need you to hear clearly, because even the safest nutrients can become risky if used carelessly. As a doctor, I've seen men rush into supplements thinking more is better, but your body doesn't work that way. Magnesium is powerful, but it demands respect. It's like a medicine from nature. Incredibly healing when used right, but potentially harmful if ignored or overdone. If you have kidney disease or any kidney problems, do not start magnesium without speaking to your doctor first. Your kidneys regulate how much magnesium stays in your blood, and if they're not functioning properly, magnesium can build up to dangerous levels, leading to irregular heartbeat or muscle weakness. The same goes for men who take diuretics, antibiotics, or osteoporosis medications. These can interact with magnesium and affect how they're absorbed or processed in your system. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist before combining them. I can't emphasize this enough. Your safety comes first. And even if you're healthy, start slow. I tell my patients all the time, the goal is not to flood your system overnight, but to rebuild your stores steadily. Begin with a smaller dose, around 200 milligrams, and increase gradually as your body adapts. If you rush, you might experience loose stools or mild stomach upset. That's not your body rejecting magnesium, it's simply adjusting. Give it time. Remember, your system has likely been running on low levels for years. Healing takes patience. Also, be mindful of what you take magnesium with. Avoid pairing it with large doses of calcium or iron supplements. They compete for absorption. Instead, take magnesium at night with a light snack and let it work while you sleep. And if you ever feel unusual symptoms like persistent nausea or weakness, stop and talk to your healthcare provider. These small precautions ensure that magnesium becomes your ally, not your adversary. Once you've checked all the boxes and started safely, you're ready for the final piece of the puzzle. How to reinforce your magnesium intake naturally through food. Because when you combine the right supplement with the right diet, the results don't just last weeks, they last for life. Let's explore that next. 11. Getting magnesium naturally from food. Whenever I teach men how to rebuild their vitality, I always remind them that supplements are just one piece of the puzzle. Nature designed food to be the body's first and most reliable source of nutrition. In fact, when you start combining magnesium-rich foods with your nightly supplement, you create a steady, powerful rhythm that keeps your energy, circulation, and hormone production running like clockwork. It's not about taking a pill forever. It's about giving your body what it's been missing in the most natural way possible. I remember one of my patients, George, a 65-year-old mechanic who told me he wanted to do everything the natural way. He began adding a handful of pumpkin seeds to his breakfast, swapped white bread for quinoa, and ate spinach with dinner every night. Within a few weeks, he said, "Doc, I can feel the difference in my body. My energy doesn't crash anymore." That's the power of feeding your body minerals directly from real food. Magnesium from whole foods absorbs gradually and gently, building up your reserves over time. So where should you start? Focus on foods that are rich in both magnesium and supporting nutrients. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are some of the best choices. They're loaded with magnesium and also help oxygenate your blood. Nuts and seeds, especially almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, give you healthy fats that support testosterone and heart health. Avocados are another excellent source, combining magnesium with potassium and good fats that improve circulation. And don't forget one of my favorite recommendations, dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa or higher. A small piece after dinner satisfies your craving while delivering a boost of magnesium and antioxidants for your heart. For dinner, include salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These fatty fish not only contain magnesium, but also omega-3s that support your arteries and brain function. Whole grains like brown rice, oats, and quinoa round out your daily intake beautifully. Each small change adds up, fueling your system from morning to night. When you pair these foods with your nighttime magnesium supplement, you're not just restoring balance. You're building a foundation for long-term vitality. And that's exactly what I want to show you next. How to put everything together into one simple nightly routine that can transform your health and your life in just 30 days. 12. The nightly routine that restores strength, sleep, and vitality. Every transformation begins with consistency. I tell my patients all the time, it's not what you do once in a while that changes your health, it's what you do every single night. And the beautiful thing about this routine is how simple it is. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated plans. Just a few intentional steps before bed can completely reshape the way your body performs, heals, and rests. Here's what I recommend. About an hour before bedtime, dim the lights and let your body start winding down. Turn off your phone, silence distractions, and allow your nervous system to settle. Then, take your magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate, between 400 and 500 milligrams. Be with a small snack like a few almonds or a piece of cheese. This combination supports absorption and prevents any stomach discomfort. Take a slow breath and think of it as giving your body permission to restore itself overnight. At the same time, make your bedroom a haven for deep rest. Keep the temperature cool, ideally between 65 and 68 degrees. Darkness is your ally. It signals your brain to release melatonin and prepare for sleep. If you can, avoid alcohol before bed. It robs your body of deep sleep and drains magnesium faster than anything else. And once you lie down, trust the process. Magnesium is doing its quiet work, relaxing your muscles, calming your mind, and reigniting the hormonal rhythm that makes you feel alive again. Within days, you'll notice subtle changes, falling asleep faster, waking up less often, and feeling lighter in the morning. Then, week by week, that gentle improvement turns into real transformation. Men who follow this routine tell me, "Doc, I wake up feeling strong again. I didn't think that was possible at my age." And the truth is, it's not magic. It's your body finally doing what it's designed to do once it's given the right support. This nightly routine is more than just a habit. It's a message to your body that it's time to rebuild. But we're not done yet. Because as your sleep deepens and your energy returns, something even more powerful begins to happen. A total renewal of confidence, strength, and passion for life. Let's close with that. Conclusion. One simple habit to reclaim your strength and sleep. If there's one thing I've learned in my 30 years of helping men restore their vitality, it's this. Your body never forgets how to heal. Even after years of fatigue, restless nights, and fading strength, your system is still capable of rebuilding itself. It just needs the right conditions and the right support. Magnesium may seem like a small thing, just one vitamin before bed, but the truth is, it's the cornerstone of restoration. It's the spark that reignites your sleep, your hormones, and your confidence from the inside out. Think about everything we've covered. As men age, deep sleep becomes fragmented, testosterone production slows, and energy drains away. Not because your body is broken, but because it's missing a key nutrient. Magnesium replenishes what time has taken. It calms your mind so you can sleep deeply again. It rebuilds your testosterone so you can wake up strong. It restores blood flow so your energy and performance return naturally. And when you pair it with zinc, vitamin D3, and a magnesium-rich diet, you give your body the tools to thrive long after the supplements are gone. I've watched men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s transform within a month of starting this simple nightly habit. Their wives notice the difference. Their doctors notice. But most importantly, they notice. The man in the mirror begins to look alive again. Shoulders straighter, mind clearer, eyes brighter. They sleep deeply, think sharply, and move with purpose. And all it takes is one decision: to take care of yourself the way you deserve. So tonight, before bed, take that first 200 milligrams. Keep your routine, be patient, and let nature do its work. In 30 days, you'll feel the change not just in your body, but in your entire outlook on life. Because when you restore your sleep, you restore your strength. And when your strength returns, everything else follows: energy, passion, confidence, and the quiet joy of feeling like yourself again. If you're ready to take that step, start tonight. One vitamin, one habit, one powerful transformation. Your body still remembers how to be strong. All you have to do is give it the chance.